you see? Did you hear? Did you know? Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what?
What's up? What's up? What's up? This is your favorite podcast host, Shakima D. Ford. Welcome back to Say What? You know, I always got to give it up to my branding company, to my marketing company, and to Whitfield for making the perfect song that is so fitting to my personality and to this podcast. Shout out to my chameleons, right? And remember, the reason why we have that name is because you guys are faithful to tuning into my podcast every single week. And the thing about being a chameleon is we wear many different hats, but we always remain solid. I have two special guests here with me. I have my best friend Viola, and I have my mom, Diana. And today we are going to be talking about, is chivalry dead? Right? Remember, we just came off of ladies securing your own bag. But the $1 million question is, just because my bag is secured, does that mean that chivalry has to be dead? So ladies and gentlemen, get ready. We're going right into it. Is chivalry dead? That's a good question. Is it dead? Because we see a lot, especially for women that secure the bag, for women that have their bag secured, right? We just came off of that podcast. Just because your bag is secured, does that mean that you can't ask for a date? Like, you still want to be courted even though your bag is secure. Like, you still have to court me, and it doesn't matter how much money I have. I still want to be wined and dined.
Definitely.
So, and another thing, right? Those are the three things we're going to touch on. Just because you know I got it, why you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because I got it, why can't you give me? So we're going to talk about that.
My question is, what does what you have to do with going on a date? What does that have to do with anything? Some gentleman walks up to you, he's eyeing you, you're across the room, he's like, I'm going to ask her on a date.
Mm-hmm.
What you have is what you have. He don't know what you have. You can look like you have something and have nothing.
Right.
But you know, you want to be courted. I want to be courted. I want you to ask me to go on a date. And I was just asking my two daughters, when's the last somebody brought you some flowers on a date? Have you ever been on a date where somebody brought you flowers? Or a box of chocolate? Maybe that's back in my day.
I don't know if I've ever been gotten flowers on a date before.
I mean, I know I have not. I don't have to ponder. Like,
I don't think so. I really don't. A box of chocolates, maybe Valentine's Day, but just like for somebody to surprise you and just give you something like.
It had to be an occasion, like a
birthday
or something like that. Are you sick? Had surgery?
Right.
like never just first date and they just present you with a bouquet of pretty flowers.
Oh my God, that would be so nice.
Really? Yes, it would be. That's just, you'd be like, wow, he's thinking about me. He don't know what I like and what I don't like, but he knows that I'm taking this lady on a date and I'm going to bring her some flowers. Just to let her know that I'm thinking about her.
That's interesting. I've gotten flowers before, like just, like, you know, my husband, he'll buy me flowers every now and then, but that's something that I require because I like flowers. Like, I bought myself the Venus flowers for my birthday. They're supposed to last for years because
not buying those for myself.
I treat myself good, but
you do.
I do. I treat myself real good. But you supposed to. I love me. You supposed to love yourself.
I'm just
But do you expect what is it that you expect when somebody asks you on a date? A man asks you on a date. Do you expect for him to pay for the meal? Do you expect for him to make the reservation?
Most definitely.
Do you expect to have to pay half for the meal?
Oh, those are all good questions. If you ask me on a date, I expect for you to, of course, ask me what type of food I like, because I'm a very picky eater. I'm not a big meat eater, but I'll eat salmon, things like that. But I like nice restaurants. I like the white tablecloths. I like for them to come by and scrape the crumbs. I like, not saying that the food is better, but I like the ambiance of those types of restaurants. Nice romantic setting, like the lights dim, like, music, nice music playing, jazz music, live music. Like, I like that.
You're the romance girl.
Yeah, I'm the romance type of girl. But if you present me with some nice roses and a little gift, and we go to a nice restaurant, the conversation is good, the chemistry is there, you might get lucky. I'm just being honest. Keep in mind, I'm married. I'm talking to my husband. I'm married. But you just might get lucky.
And what
because
about
those
you,
are
Viola?
all the things that I like.
Right.
Yes, and you expect that.
I expect
because
that.
that's what you're used to getting.
Well,
And
I'm
that's
not
what
going to say that's not. I'm not going to say I'm used to getting that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that's what I like, and I treat myself to really nice restaurants all the time. I'll eat at Chick-fil-A and get the kale salad, or something like that, or like Applebee's. Nothing against Applebee's, but it doesn't always have to be fine dining. Right. But if you're taking me on a date, I have an expectation. Mm-hmm. Remember now, we talked about securing your bag, so I'm not gonna require anything from anybody else that I don't for myself. So I can take myself there, but if he takes me there to that type of restaurant with nice beautiful red roses and a nice gift, he getting some.
Why does he have to bring you a gift? He's bringing you a flower. Remember, this is your first date, baby. So
this is the first date?
This is the first date. I'm not talking about your husband.
On a first. Well,
you can't even talk about that. Let's go to Viola. What do
you require?
I don't know. I'm so single. For me, I would prefer you to plan the date. I eat meat. I do all of that. So pretty much I can find something on a menu. But I would like you to plan the date because I feel like, you're courting me. I'm not courting you. So plan it. Like if you're asking me out, you want to take me, make a reservation. And the last date I went on, which, that wasn't that recent, but the last date I went on, he did that. It didn't go anywhere, but as far as the date itself, he did plan it. It was a nice restaurant. He with the white tablecloths like you like.
Nice.
He immediately sent me the reservation. He knew where he wanted to go. So
nice. I
would prefer you plan the date. You ask me out. If I plan the date, I will tell you where we're gonna go. So yeah, that's what I would like.
So you require. So if a guy asks you on a date, you require him to plan it.
Plan the date.
So that's what you require. But if he walks in with a bouquet of roses,
well, that's just gonna be extra. I'm not really a flower girl, but I would think that was a really nice gesture.
So what else do you require? What would you require if you don't like flowers? What would be nice? What that you like?
Oh, good conversation.
Right, I don't really think I need a gift per se.
No, not the first date. No.
Because do you really know me that well to know what I would like? So
True.
Flowers is just kind of a universal thing. Like
right.
It's a beautiful thing. And you can bring anybody flowers. Nobody wants to say, I hate flowers. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think flowers is pretty much as far as it would have to go. Because on a first date, you may not have even had that many conversations. They don't know you that well. Right. Unless they're really just studying you through your social media and like, I know she likes this. It might seem a little stalkerish, but yeah, I think flowers are good enough.
Shakima, you speak for a married woman. You expect.
But I wasn't always married though.
Right.
I wasn't always married. I've always red roses. But I'm just saying I like gifts. But okay, so let's talk about love languages.
Okay.
Let's talk about the 5. How many of us know the 5 love languages?
Well, I didn't know
The
that.
first one being what?
I Googled them.
Because mine is all 5. I am all 5 of the love
That's a
languages.
good person. Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation is one. And what does that mean?
Words of affirmation. I'm going to read it because words of affirmation just really wasn't my area. Let's see. People with words of affirmation as a love language value verbal acknowledgement of affection, including frequent I love yous, compliments, words of appreciation, verbal encouragement, and often frequent digital communication like texting and social media engagement.
Ooh.
I'm words of affirmation. Okay, I want you to tell me you love me. You say, baby, you looking good. Like, especially if you trying to get something later on, like start, Mom, we talked about this before, start in the daytime, like, baby, you looking good in them jeans. Like, bring that ass home to me. I like stuff like that. So affirmation is one of mine too. Is that one of yours, Viola?
I mean, I like a little bit of words, but I'm really more about action.
Woo! Okay.
I like that.
You like that too?
Yes.
Okay, what's another one?
Yes,
The
I
next
like
one
that.
is quality time. People whose love language is quality time feel the most adored when their partner actively wants to spend time with them and is always down to hang out. They particularly love when active listening, eye contact, and full presence are prioritized hallmarks in the relationship.
Ooh,
See,
that's me.
I'm quality time too. Like, I like to spend a lot of time. I like for you to be up under me. I want to be up under you. Even in the car, rub my leg, put your hand on my hand. Like, I like all of that. I do.
You like it all, right?
I like it all. So that's quality
I
time.
a priority. Like, I do a quality time. I do like, because people are really taking time out of their day to really make you like the center, of their day. I like that. I don't like to feel like I'm not being prioritized.
And what's the most expensive thing you could spend? Time, because you can't get that back. Okay,
Ooh,
so what's another one?
Well, wait a minute now. Let me get.
I'm sorry. Go, Mom.
I like that one too because I like quality time.
Yeah.
You do.
But I like to leave and come home and you miss me. I like to see you in the morning, give you that eye contact, and know what to expect. Like, oh, baby, I'm waiting on you. I like that time too.
Okay, so you like 2. Okay, so we all 2. Well, Balo is 1 out of 2.
I'm
We
one out
2
of
for 2. Okay, what's the next one?
The next one is acts of service. If your love language is acts of service, you value when your partner goes out of their way to make your life easier. It's things like bringing you soup when you're sick, making you coffee for in the morning, or picking up your dry cleaning for you when you've had a busy day at work. I think everybody would like
I like acts of
likes
service.
that.
Yeah.
Just because. Honey, I brought you these flowers just because. Honey, I'm picking up your lawn just because I'm passing it.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
just
I'm stopping by your favorite restaurant. Would you like for me to pick something up for you?
Right.
Or let me help the kids with their homework because I
Yes,
know you had a long day today.
Oh, yes.
See?
Yes.
I'm 3 for 3 now. My mom is 3 for 3.
3 for
Viola
3.
is now 2 for 3.
I'm 2
Okay.
for 3.
What's the next one?
gifts.
Oh, yes, honey. Yes. Gift me.
Gifts is a pretty straightforward love language. You feel love when people give you visual symbols of love. As Chapman calls it, it's not about the monetary value, but the symbolic thought behind the item. People with this style recognize and value the gift-giving process, the careful reflection, deliberate choosing of the object to represent the relationship, and the emotional benefits from receiving the present.
Now,
Gift me.
I'm not a gift person. I mean, I'm not. Gifting is, I don't know. Maybe I see gifts in a different way than y'all do. I see gifts like maybe like, hey baby, you need this right here. Y'all see it as an object. I see it like, well, baby, how about I do that for you?
I don't know.
No, gift.
I
Gift
I'm
me.
an older gift.
I
I don't like.
Gift
Now I
me.
love giving gifts.
You do, and I do too. But I love to receive gifts, and I don't know if it's because my dad wasn't in the home with me. And as I got older, I feel like he tried to make up for where he lacked at with gifts.
Right.
And even to this day, sometimes I think it kind of bothers him a little bit. So he still gifts, like even at 39, he still buys me birthday gifts, Christmas, Valentine's Day, and things like that. So that's how, and I hope this doesn't sound shallow, which I really don't care, but that's how you show me you love me. One of the ways you show me you love me is by giving me gifts, because my first love was my father.
Right.
Whether or not, nothing against you, but I'm saying the first man I've ever loved was my father.
Right.
And that's how he showed me love, with him being distant.
Right.
So if a man buys me gifts, then I feel like he loves me, because that's what I was shown. And I love gifts.
I mean, I love gifts, but I don't think because you buy me something that means you love me. Because if you got money, if you have means, you can buy anybody. You look at all these celebrities, like they could buy some girl they randomly dating a Bentley, but be with another girl in a couple weeks. I don't think.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Really
You can buy me a Bentley and be with whoever you want to be with.
But I'm just saying that doesn't equate love. I mean, I
For
think
you,
gotta
yeah.
have all the other things for you to feel love, because you can have all this other gifts and this feel lonely, and you don't have all the other things you like, because you like quality time.
Yeah, no, I like everything, but I'm just saying you can.
Want that
that's another way to show me you love me is by buying gifts on top of the other three
stuff.
things.
Right.
Yeah,
You need
yeah.
all of it.
But I like if you show up on a date with a gift and flowers and a nice restaurant. Oh,
Shoot,
baby, we doing something.
I would like somebody to tell me when they
We doing something.
experience that.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you feel that way?
It turned me on. If you do all of those things, I'm just being honest. If you taking me to a nice restaurant, like I said, the ambiance is nice, the food is good, the conversation is good, everything is good, and you look good, meaning, dressed really well. I love a well-dressed man. Nice haircut.
Is this a first date?
Because we were kind of like touching on that
Talking
first
on the
day.
first, yeah, first date, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So
You can give it up on the first date.
So your coochie is that cheap?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying my coochie is
it's
cheap.
the vibe.
It's the vibe.
Energy, like
Yeah, it's the energy for me.
Oh, so it's lust.
Yeah.
You can't put a price tag on it, because if I put a price tag on it, nobody would be able to afford it.
Right.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that you have that physical attraction. with
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
person.
based on the
vibe.
physical attraction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, based on yeah. Okay, what's the next one, Viola?
So the last one is physical touch.
Oh yes.
People with physical touch as their love language feel loved when they receive physical signs of affection, including kissing, holding hands, cuddling on the couch, and sex.
Ooh.
Physical intimacy and touch can be
yes,
incredibly
indeed.
affirming and serve as a powerful emotional connection for people with this love language. The roots go back to our childhood. I don't know that word, so I'm not going to say it. Some people only felt deep affection and love by their parents when they were held, kissed, or touched.
Ooh.
So I guess they equate that.
I love that
having
one.
physical
I
touch.
love it.
That's why I said
Everybody
I am every last one of those. I love for you to touch me, and it doesn't always have to be to touch me because you want to have sex with me.
Right.
But if I walk by and you smack my butt, you're so
Oh,
crazy.
that's cute. I
Yeah,
like
that is cute. But if we driving in the car, put your hand on my leg,
yeah.
rub my leg, rub my back, rub my feet.
It don't gotta be overkill though.
No, not.
Like I don't need you to rub me all day.
No, you can overkill me.
No.
And the forehead kiss. Ooh, that forehead kiss just melts your whole life.
It's something about that.
It's something about that.
Toddler.
It's something about that forehead kiss. If you kiss me on the forehead,
I don't know. I mean, all of that I like all of that except for, I guess because I'm a gift giving person. I like giving gifts.
Yeah.
I don't really like to receive them, which is crazy, but
That is.
I prefer to give gifts. I feel like I get more by giving. And then
giving physical touch, you don't want nobody to touch you.
Oh yes, I love that. Oh.
Well, that's the
I
one we
don't
on.
know
We ain't
about
talking
it.
about gifts no more. We
But
talking
I'm
about
just
physical
saying,
touch.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
I mean,
Just
that's
eye contact is touching me if the eyes are right.
I like that.
I like eye contact.
I
too.
love it.
Eye contact, and you smell good.
But I don't need you to physically
It's a
touch
home
me
run.
like all day. Like I'm good.
So you don't like the physical touch?
I like physical touch, but I don't have to be like overwhelmed with it. Like I don't feel like you gotta be touching me all day. Like I like it when I like it, but I don't need it all the time. But that's just me.
I like to
because I'm not, I'm not the most affectionate one.
I'm very
No, I'm
affectionate.
very
I'm very
affectionate.
affectionate.
I love to touch you or
I'm more more affectionate at this age, but than I was when I was.
Yeah,
younger.
you've got better. You've gotten a lot better.
I don't think nothing wrong with that.
No,
I'm
it's just.
affectionate when I need to be.
How about that?
Right.
In the bed. Oh my goodness. No, you gotta work me to the bed. I mean, of course, when you get in the bed.
I can take a little romance.
Yeah.
I need a lot of foreplay.
Oh Lord.
I'm an older woman. Foreplay me, and you can get better loving out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't rush me, because you ain't getting nothing but
They gotta warm you up.
bum bum bum.
To warm you up.
I
warm you
love
To be
my
warmed
sweet
up.
Yeah, he knows.
So at the age of 61, you still getting it on, huh?
The other night it was 3 times.
Are you serious?
Honey, y'all been
these young
blocking
boys
since
can't
y'all
go-
been here.
Young boys
Mom.
can't go 3 times.
Ma,
Honey,
are you serious?
let me tell you, we went out to a beautiful restaurant.
Ooh.
We just spend that time
Okay,
together. And then-
get to the details. Get to the
and
details.
then we came home and we had our time. We went to sleep, woke up. We were on it again. Then went back to sleep, got up about 9 o'clock, had breakfast, went out and had breakfast, came back home and finished it up.
He must be on Viagra. How old is
He's 56.
he? He got
Wow.
No, he don't have no pill. He just healthy.
I know some young boys who need a pill because they don't
Woo! 3 times a day in a day at 61.
Within
That's
24
rare.
hours.
Wow. That's a
That's
big
nice.
deal.
That was a nice date.
Oh, it was.
So let me ask you this. So even though, we talked about you having your own bag secured and everything, but does your sweetie just say, "Here, baby, take this. You need this," or "You need
All
that"?
the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Very sweet.
And it's not like a payday. I gotta wait for him to get paid. No. Here, baby, this for you. Here, baby. Your daughter's coming. You might need some extra food. Here. All the time.
nice.
It don't have to be a reason, but he don't have a reason. Because I say, like, the other day he gave me money. I was like, what is this for? He said, you asking me that again? He gets upset when I ask him that. He just says, here, this for you.
I need an old man.
I think I need me somebody of that age.
Like
You can't
he said,
have
baby, you don't need, he said, what can I buy you? There's nothing that you really need. So I just give you and let you do what you want. And most of the time, when he gave me that money the other day, I went to Belts and I went there, I looked around. I said, oh, I like these shirts. Most of the time, I turn around and buy him stuff for him.
Buy him something.
Yeah, I bought him 3 shirts. He was like, well, I said, well, I didn't have the money for a couple of days, so I just buy him something.
But he don't have a problem with giving you.
Right.
Never did, never.
That's good.
Because I told him, I said, my mother always told me, you should never have to ask a man for anything.
Woo!
You shouldn't.
That's,
I believe that.
that's a mouthful. That's a mouthful.
If that man love you and want to be with you, it
One
may,
guy.
in the time that we've been together, I might have asked him once or twice, baby, he was like, he always say, how much?
Yes. That's what I like. How much?
And I say, whatever you want me to have. I'm not a greedy person.
But it ain't even about greed. It's about
It's the principle.
principle.
You know what? I'm blessed. I'm lucky.
You definitely lucky.
If I die tomorrow, I'm the happiest woman I could have ever been. This is the happiest time of my life.
Especially your love life.
My love life is
It's good to go.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Anybody who don't have to ask, and you could do it 3 times in a
Today
day
at
at
50.
61 and 57.
Ooh,
These are goals. That's hashtag. Can we say hashtag goals?
right, because people in their 30s ain't giving you 3 times.
So why is it? Wow. So why is it? And even if we ask, it seems like it's a problem.
Like they'll do it, but it's kind of like it's a hesitation there. It's weird to me that men are like that about money. Like I don't get it.
But the thing I like about it that like if I don't ask him for nothing. If he see that like something come up, a big bill come up, he be like, don't worry about that. I got that.
I know he just paid a big
Your
bill for
taxes
you.
is here. I got that.
And you didn't even have to ask. That's what I'm saying. Like, I see it so much that
It's happening. Across the board.
that we ask. And
but why we gotta ask? The thing.
Okay, true.
The thing for me is that I'm fine. I have everything that I need. As far as that goes, my needs are met. And if I really was in a situation, it's not that I don't have anybody that I can go to for stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But I find that in my experience, if I make a guy feel like I'm struggling, like I'm in distress or something, like they're more open to
helping you.
Or like if I didn't have a job, I got laid off. But when they see you kind of like you're in a good position, you're doing well, you got everything you need, it's always like, oh, why? I gotta tell you to give me something for my birthday. Why?
I hate that. Don't ever ask me why. Don't ask me. If I ask you for something, the one thing my pet peeve is don't ever ask me why I need it.
Why I need it? Because I want
hate
it.
that. If I ask you, I need it. But you shouldn't have to ask.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
I mean, you and we with each other. We making love. We doing this. It's intimate. Why should you women have to ask you for anything? Your woman have to ask you for anything.
I can't get past that. I mean, I didn't see men, not me personally, watch women that they would like struggle. I don't know what kind of man that is that can watch a girl struggle. Like, really know they're in a bad space. Like, not because they're just slack, but because they're just having hard times and they don't do nothing. Mm-hmm. Like that, I don't know what kind of man that is. If you can watch your old lady struggle, you ain't a man.
No. And I got problems with that. Like, you won't help her when she on her feet. And then sometimes they watch you. You won't help her on her feet, and you won't help her when she's struggling. You watch her struggle, but then you gonna ask for some. Mm-hmm. That's a big problem.
I don't think.
Now I had a situation, and it was real upsetting to me, and I was crying. I was upset, and this person was doing some work for me, and it really got to me. And he was like, "What the hell going on? What's wrong, baby? What's wrong?" And I couldn't even tell him, so I just gave him the paper. He said, "Don't worry about it. I'll be right back." Came, did what he had to do, and tell him, get off her property. They gotta love you. I mean,
handling the business. But they may love you, but
they may love you. Yeah.
Love ain't enough for me.
I guess I'm blessed.
Yeah, you are. Blessed. You blessed and highly favored. Hashtag goals. Hashtag goals.
But maybe that's just the way he was raised.
It was.
Does it go back to how these men are raised?
He told me, he said, I do for you because you do for yourself and you do everything for me. Right. And I try to do what I can for him. I mean, and it's not money things like maybe cooking or washing. Just
a little thing.
Just a little things. You know what I'm saying?
But what if we do all that too? And
but
then
you want to do them because he's good to you.
Right. Yeah, and that's what it's about. If he's good to you, you're definitely going to be it's going to be reciprocated. Yes. But sometimes we find ourselves still being over good to them, and it's not reciprocated.
I know I've been over good.
Well, see, I didn't been through that. Maybe y'all haven't lived long enough for it to come to you. But believe me, don't think that I'm blessed. I'm blessed now. But believe me, I have been through that where they just want to give you. I mean, they ain't giving you nothing, but they want. I've been through that.
That's the problem with me. Like, why is it why is it a problem? Like you said, you shouldn't have to ask. But if you do ask, and because you have to ask, why is it a problem? Like, that's the part I don't understand. And especially if a woman is secured, you feel like, you can't say, here, babe, here's a couple dollars. Go get your nails done. Go to the spa. Mm-hmm. Go get your hair done. Yeah. Or, go buy yourself something nice. Go do something nice for yourself. Why is it an issue? Like, you feel like, oh, she good. She don't need it. More than likely, I don't need it. But it's just, it's right. So what? But it's just an act of kindness.
Let me ask you this. I still go on dates. Mm-hmm. Like, I know one weekend we went out because he loves steak. We went out. Mm-hmm. So we went out to dinner. And then the next day, my girlfriend's birthday, and she wanted to go out to dinner. And it's, what's the name of that place? Ruby Christie.
Ruth Chris.
So he said, well, you want to go, babe? I'll take you. We didn't know. I didn't know it was so expensive. Mm-hmm. So we get there and we order. I'm like, babe, ain't no prices on here, Where the prices at? So I kept saying, I want, I like to lamb chops.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But he likes the steak. I said, well, I don't want the lamb chops. But then with that menu, it's so confusing. So he said, well, baby, get the lamb chops. So after the bill came, I said, you know what? And this is how I am. I said, here, baby, put this on the bill. You don't have to pay that whole bill.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why can't women help them? I help.
I think
I take him
No,
out.
but you're in a situation where that seems like a good idea because some women don't have no man like that. And they probably like, if he paying, he's paying.
Right.
But you should have seen the people that I came with. They was like,
But see, we talking about the men being so cheap.
Right.
yeah.
See, he's not cheap.
He's
Right.
So you can do that for him.
all the time. I wouldn't have it no other way. The first time I met him, he hit the number. He said, baby, that's your money. Straight. And I was like,
What?
I don't, there's nothing that I really want. So I said, well, this is what we're going to do, honey. We're going to go shopping. Right? So we go shopping, and I start putting stuff in the car for him. He was like, well, what are you doing? I said, we Christmas shopping, remember? He said, but it's supposed to be you in there. I said, no. If you look in my closet, what do I need? He said, you don't need nothing. I said, well, let's spend it on you. So after he thought he spent enough, he said, well, he'll take the difference. But, you know, in time,
That's
maybe
the life.
in time. But look, I'm 61. Y'all still young. Y'all ain't even 40 yet.
You're affecting my confidence.
Right. You're definitely affecting my
My
confidence.
standards have been low.
You know, you just haven't ran into the right one. And Viola, I mean, as sweet as you are, and beautiful as you are, and you keep being picky. You keep being picky.
I'm not as picky as you think, but
You are. You keep, because I look at how you say, shoot, these men are crazy out there.
I'm trying to. I want to be selective in my future, but you know,
That's
the
right.
dating pool is strange.
So men, if
Because
you
the younger
listening,
girls are making it easy.
Yeah.
well, that's something else too. When you have a woman of a certain caliber, of a certain tax bracket, can we say that, like a certain tax bracket, and you require, you know, something on a higher level. I guess these men, like, you know, I could either go with her, take her to this restaurant and spend $300-$400, or I can, or no, not necessarily Mickey D's, or I can give, you know, slide her, you know, $75-$100,
Right.
and she gonna turn me out. So it makes it hard for women with no expectations. It makes it hard for the women with
But you know, I
expectations.
have to defend that in saying a woman has no expectation because he can take her on a $100 date. Because even with, I know of a girl who said, it wasn't like he was a perfect guy, but she was like, he's the first guy to take me on a date. So because she hadn't experienced that from the guys before.
Wait a minute, say what now?
The guys that she had dealt with didn't just like take her out.
Well, what did they do?
They want to chill. Like, they'll come to her house or something like that and chill with her. Maybe they'll pick up, like, some fast food or something.
Get
but
out.
never, like...
Say what?
So when a guy actually took her on a date someplace, you know, she felt like that was amazing because that was not her experience. So it's not really that she's just so cheap. It's just like it was not her experience because a lot of guys out
She
here...
wasn't used to it.
She wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
she wasn't
yeah.
used to somebody really taking her to a nice restaurant and taking her to dinner.
Wow.
And that's what guys will do because
If you allow them to do that.
But a lot of guys are like, well, just let me come to your house. I'm talking about grown men.
So that goes back to what do you require?
Right.
Is
What are
chivalry dead?
Like Steve Harvey always said, you got to set your standards from the door.
beginning.
From the beginning.
From the
This
door.
is what I require.
Right.
And if you can't deal with that, keep a stepping.
Right. And ladies, don't settle.
No.
Don't lower your standards to make them reachable. Make him come up make him come up and get him.
That's
hard.
right.
That's hard for single women though because
Yeah.
it's like women really want companionship. Like if you look at all these dating shows and a lot of them I watch are Married at First Sight and all these things. People really want to be married and settle down, but it is just
I
so
don't
challenging.
believe the hype.
So they try to make it work in situations that they know are not great, but they just want it.
They just want
hard.
companionship.
It's hard for the single women and men as well to really be like, nah. You know, if they kind of decent, you know, things are okay, they kind of have to roll with it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting it from single and married. Don't think just because you're married that you don't have to be courted. You still Let him court you.
Yeah.
Let him take you
Yeah.
on dates. Keep that fire burning. Like, people get married, they get complacent, they think,
Right.
you know, we don't gotta go out, and we get ready to touch on something else, which is gonna have to be a whole nother podcast.
Have
But
fun.
yeah, have fun.
You need to have fun.
Yeah.
Go on dates. Find what you like.
Go on a
Don't
date.
just settle for one guy. So, oh, John asked me, I'm gonna go on a date with John and see what he got.
You should
Go
definitely date around
on
the
dates.
Yeah, date around. If you're saying, we're not saying sleep around, we're
We
saying
saying
date
date
around.
Right.
Date
Don't
around.
pass up no dates.
Yeah, don't pass up no free dates.
No, go on a date.
Date. If you single, date.
Dates. Go on dates.
Count your calories, but date. Wow. Yeah, single or married. And if you're married, ladies and gentlemen, date. Please date. I'm telling you, like, I'm married, but I still want to be dated. I still want to be courted. I still want to have date night.
Let's the
Yeah.
romance.
I love the romance. I love touch. I love
You going all of
after
it.
all of them, gifts,
You need 'em.
physical, all of that. I need all. I'm a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a lot to
but
deal
most
with.
people are like their own way. They just want different things.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a lot.
Like when I go to your house and for the weekend or weeks or months or whatever, I say, Kim, why don't you go on a date?
Yeah, that don't happen. But anyway, moving along.
Shady.
That was shady. I hope he's listening. But yeah, date me. I want to be dated. I want to be giving gifts. I want you to tell me you love me and I'm looking good, or baby, you
Yeah,
know
I'm not gonna be talking.
you made that salmon
Yeah.
real good last
Tell me
night.
You gotta tell me that
Good.
10 times in a day.
No, you ain't gotta tell me 10 times in a day, but
over complimented.
Yeah.
But you know, has a guy, you know, look me in my eye and you be like, ooh, yeah. Oh, yes.
yeah.
Or tell me when you don't like something too. If you don't like, oh, baby, I don't like that.
Or like a perfume or anything.
Yeah, or your hair, whatever. Baby, don't do that.
Don't do that no more.
Well,
I mean, it's a thought. I mean, you thinking about.
perfume and paying for hairstyles? Oh, well, I don't know. I mean,
My daughter bought my perfume because I can't afford it. It's too expensive. But she bought me the good
I'll
perfume.
buy it.
And he surely loves
He
it.
like it.
Ooh, that smells so. Ooh, baby, let me smell. You smell? He just makes me
Hashtag
feel
goals.
good.
Hashtag goals. That's what it's about. Being with somebody that makes you feel good. And if in order to make somebody feel good, you gotta you gotta implement. Maybe if she doesn't require or he doesn't require all 5 love language and they require one, but do the one.
Yeah.
Make them feel good. If you making her feel good, she gonna make you feel good. She gonna make you feel real good.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, this was so much fun. But guess what? We got to get into the questions now. Let's answer these questions.
Say what, say what, say what, say what.
And we're back with questions. The first question is, should you go, or is it okay to go Dutch on the first date? Ladies.
It's a no for me. But I mean, you know, if that's what you're comfortable with, or that's what you have to do, then that's cool. But it's a no for me on the first date. I kind of feel like you asked me out, you need to take over the date. That's just what I saw of a man. You know, as far as my father, if he, you know, he always was paying, you know, as far as that goes. And if it was other people, he's gonna cover the table. I mean, that's just what I grew up seeing. A man taking care of the tab. So my expectation is pretty much there.
Yeah.
Should maybe you discussed it well.
I don't want to
No?
discuss it.
No, it's a no for me. I'm not paying for anything on the first date because you have to set the tone.
What if
Right.
you asked him on the date?
I'm not doing that.
I'm not asking.
I'm
you
not
to-
asking you on a date, especially not the first date.
Why am I asking
Definitely
you?
not. Nope.
Yeah, after we established, so we feel like we going out. Like,
Yeah, after we're in a relationship,
right.
not necessarily, maybe not even in a relationship, but let's just say we went out on our first date. The next time we go out, it's your birthday.
Right.
I may treat you to dinner because it's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
But as far as paying for the first date, oh, definitely not. Definitely not. All right, what's our next question, ladies?
Should you have sex on the first date?
Ooh.
If you want to.
If you want to.
If that's what your mind is telling you to do, I'm not, for it or against it.
Right.
Me either.
If that's what you want to do, just be ready to deal with the consequences.
What could consequences be? Use your condoms.
Yeah, use your condoms. I'm saying.
Well, maybe there might not be a second day.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Just be prepared for the consequences. Like if he don't call you anymore, but you could go on 5 dates and give him. You can wait 90 days and he don't call you no more.
Back, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you can put. I mean, if you want to be clear about it, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to wait till you get married.
Right.
On the other hand,
That's
if you
not where we at.
if you choose not to do that, and you feeling him, he feeling you, the chemistry, the vibes, and you want to give it up on the front. Hey, that's between you. Protect. Just make sure you protect yourself.
I don't think I ever did that.
I don't think I've ever done it on the first night, but actually, I gave it up on the second night. And that was to my husband. We're married now, but I did give it up on the second night.
It's always exceptions to the rule.
Yeah, I did give it up on the second
I
night.
will say that.
I
My
did.
husband told me, this is what he told me. If you had slept with me the first night, I would have never messed with you again.
That probably would have been. You probably should have gave it up. you probably should have gave it up.
Because if you give it to me like that, you've given it to someone else like that.
You probably should.
That does not mean that.
No.
That doesn't mean that.
See all that trouble you went through for those 18 years could have been avoided if you would have just gave it up.
Her own marriage.
Oh my goodness, just teasing. All right, ladies, what's our next question?
How long should it be before you meet the in-laws, the family?
I don't know if that has any. Well, I don't know if that's considered chivalry,
That
but
doesn't have anything to do with chivalry.
Okay, well, we'll get off that one then.
yeah, we'll save that one for
Another one.
For another one. We're not ignoring your question about when you should meet the in-laws. That's just a separate
Yes, it is.
a separate podcast.
Right. I don't know about chivalry. I think we kind of touched on so much.
Yes, we
already.
did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We really
about the
did.
sex, who should cover the date.
Love languages. This was a lot of fun tonight.
Yes,
That
it
was a
was.
lot
This was a
It
lot of
was. It was
fun.
very, very interesting. I'm so sorry that, I'm getting it more than you girls.
I just hope and
You
pray at the
definitely
age of 61, I can still get it 3 times in 24 hours. Hashtag goals.
All
But
right.
we're going to have to bring it to a close. We would love to stay here with you all day and all night, but we have to bring it to a close. Thank you to my co-host, my mom, Diana, and one of my best friends in the whole entire world, Viola. We had a really good time, and I hope that you guys got value. I hope you laugh.
Yes.
Till your stomachs hurt, because we really had a good time. We were very transparent. We did not hold anything back. Shout out again to my marketing team, to my production team, and to Whitfield for this on fire, just the perfect song. Shout out to my chameleons, because you guys are here with me every single week. So thank you for all of your support. I would not be where I am without you. So thank you again. And guess what? We're going to do it again, and we're going to see you again. Well, talk to you again in a week. So as I always say, everyone, be blessed and be safe. And guess what? If you see someone that needs a smile, give them one of yours.
Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know? Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know?